Never fails. Good morning, friends. Today is Friday, July 13th. It has been hot and dry here in my little world of southeast Louisiana. It seems like every day, if it does rain, it rains all around us and it just skips us. So the garden is struggling, but I thought I would show you around, and it's time to start thinking about and putting stuff in the ground to start replacing some of this. So I'm gonna be showing you as I do that too. So first thing, these peppers are still looking good. I need to harvest some. We have the snacking peppers and the serranos. I got an eggplant and some jalapenos, lots of jalapenos. And then over there, there's still lots of banana peppers. They're not getting as big as they were, but there's lots of them. And then what I'm going to start with, though, before I get to the peppers, is this okra. I haven't come out here in 2 days, which means there's going to be some monstrous okra that might be too big. But that's okay. Look at that. Now this is Louisiana 16, so it does stay tender as it gets longer, but I think that longest one is going to be a little too fibrous. But there's more in there. That one will probably be perfect. There's more. Oh, there's a whole bunch over there. So I'm going to get to picking and see what we get. Also, we have a loofah. And look at the flowers blooming. The bees love it. And it's starting to grow all the way down the fence. See, there's one of my friends. Okay. It's hot. I should have brought my hat out here. Let me show you what I got. They didn't all fit in my little basket. I had to bring out the big basket. So I think these are a good size. And this is still good. But some of them, like this one, I think is going to end up being way too fibrous. Most of those, I think. These are actually pretty tender. So I think most of them are actually going to be okay. But I'm going to bring them all in, and I'll just start cutting them up. And then whatever ends up being too fibrous, I'm going to throw to the chickens and see if they'll eat it, so it won't be a total loss. So I'm going to get these all in the big basket, and then I'll get a few peppers, I think. All right, I got some peppers, lots of banana peppers and jalapenos, a couple of these snacking peppers, one little eggplant. I'm not sure how it'll be, it's all speckly, but I'll cut it up and see. So now, I guess I'll show y'all around a little bit, and then I'm gonna water, and then I'm gonna take a break. This is that little mystery cantaloupe that's growing. I haven't seen any fruit yet. It's got lots of flowers. The bees are visiting. I just got all the banana peppers. Picked the jalapenos. Here's what's left of this back row. I cleaned up this tomato bush. Remember, it was growing out all over. And so I trimmed it up. It's still alive, so I thought I'd give it a chance for later in the season tomatoes. I cleaned up everything else. I still have this patty pan squash is looking amazing. Actually, I need to check. Ow, it's pokey. Look, I don't know if you can see it. Looks like there's one ready. Lots of flowers. Strawberries are still alive and they've sent out runners. I'm hoping to save the runners for this next season. Oh, it's in the dirt. I hope it's good. What do you think? I think it's okay. That's exciting. I think that's the only one so far. I saw some that were a little bitty in there. That's exciting. There's not much. So the Kershaw squash is done. The vine borers got it. You can see what's left of its stem. But that's okay. I'm gonna pick those off and oh look, a cucumber. That's good. So I was out. Not hardly getting any cucumbers now, but it's expected. It's so hot. Let's see the tomatoes. I cleaned them up. I pulled a bunch of weeds. I cut back a bunch. And then I'm just letting them grow because they're still, this one is still putting on tomatoes and it's still alive. And even had some new growth right here. So I'm letting them go. I tried to kind of clean up the bed. I cut back the marigold. It still needs to be weeded. This tomato looks so mangled at the bottom, but look up here, it had new growth too. So I cleaned it up a little. I still need to weed. And see this, the cucumbers are still kind of growing up. So I'm just gonna see how it goes unless I really need the space, which I don't right now. But see, the cucumbers in here look like they have sprouted a little bit new life. So I didn't pull them up because I'm just gonna see, especially since I don't have any more growing right now. You know, might as well give them a chance. Oh look, another cucumber. I'm really excited about that. I don't know. Might leave him another day and get him tomorrow. Ideally, I could have like 2 or 3 a day for our family, and that would be perfect. And then the extras to make pickles or whatever. But if I can at least get one, that's great too. Oh, I missed one. Do you see it? I see it from here. See, I told you I haven't been out here in a couple days. This is what happens. I could have used that cucumber. Now it's going to be chicken food. And that one, the bugs are eating. I'll let them. The red Malabar spinach is not giving up. It loves the heat. The tomatoes are getting eaten by bugs a lot. Various types of caterpillars. It's really hard in July in Louisiana to have tomatoes. At least for me it has been. I pulled up most of the, well, yeah, this is what all the chrysanthemums look like, and I pulled most of them up. The marigolds are doing great. I've cut them back. They grow taller. I cut them back again. They grow taller. This, I think, is a zucchini. But I Hasn't given me anything yet. So we'll see. The zinnias, I kind of cut them back. It's been hard to keep up with deadheading, as you can tell. But there's new little ones growing down there too. All my super hot peppers need to be picked. Again, I picked a whole basket. That's habanero and scorpion. Let's see. I cleaned out this bed. We managed to get a couple of yellow squash, and then the vine borers got it. So sad. But so you can see the weeds are growing back already. But I cleaned out this bed, planted a bunch of old zucchini seeds, and it's really hard to keep the dirt wet enough when it's this hot to germinate seeds in anyway, just because, you know, it's so hot and you have to keep that couple inches of top layer wet so that the seeds will germinate and grow. And they were over 10-year-old seeds, so the fact that one survived against all odds, I think, is pretty impressive. So we're going to celebrate that one zucchini plant. I'm going to pull that grass and I'm going to water. The basil seeding, tomatoes still alive, but I haven't gotten much. This bed is sad. I cut back that basil over there and I think it's dying. The sunflower is done. I've just been letting it do its thing right there. I'm about to cut off that head and we'll have sunflower seeds. And that's my Seminole pumpkin growing. I haven't seen any flowers or anything yet, but it's still alive. And it's growing down the fence right there too. This bed, I think, other than the basil that's flowering, I think just all needs to be pulled up, and we'll plant something else here. This is the Buena Mulata peppers. Some of them have died. Some are still going. I have lots of pepper powder I've made. See, the cayenne peppers are still... I need to harvest them again too. I'm actually... That's one of the things I'm most excited about this year, is that I've gotten so much peppers dehydrated and made into powder. I'm really excited about it. I am excited about the peppers. The Buena Mulata and the cayenne and all the pepper powder I've made. I did clean out these beds. I pulled everything out. This is the delicata squash. We've harvested a couple so far. I haven't tried them yet. I need to cook them and see how we like them. Our spaghetti squash, sadly, was I cleaned this bed and I accidentally pulled its vine, which is sad. But it's a casualty. I had started, well, I did. I pulled up all the weeds and I was trying to get some of the strawberry runners and put them in new squares like this one. Adding dirt and then just kind of letting them grow. I'm going to try to do that with as many as I can. See, we did it here, but it's falling out. Just trying to encourage them to grow in the little squares. See, like this one. Hello, friends. Okay, it is the next evening now, Saturday evening. I am about to go ahead and plant, I think I'm going to plant some, I'm going to go ahead and plant some Blue Lake bush beans. These seeds are, I don't even know how old they are anymore. It says 19 on them, so maybe they're from 2019. Either way, I've been using them and using them and using them. And we're going to see how many I can get planted. This end bed over here. Now, I dumped one of the cans of compost we had. And you can see it wasn't all composted. But I think it's going to be alright. Because if anything, all that broken up newspaper that is half composted will, it'll just serve as mulch. So hopefully that'll be okay. And so I'm just going to get as many green beans planted here as I can. I'm going to water it in. It's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. I'm hoping that actually happens. That'd be a good start for them. Okay, that was quick and easy. Just put them in the ground I put 2 and then 1, 2 and then 1, all the way down. I got 35 plants in there. That might seem like a lot for this space, but I think they'll be alright. And I don't even know if they'll all come up, because like I said, those seeds are kind of old, and it's so hot. You know, it's still been getting up to like 99 degrees. So it's really hard to keep the ground wet when it's like that. It is so dry, especially with not hardly getting any rain. But like I said, it's supposed to rain tonight and maybe tomorrow, so I'm hoping it does. And we'll see how many pop up. While I was watering, I wanted to show y'all how dry this dirt is. Look. It's so dry. Okay, last thing before I run out of daylight, I'm going to plant these National Pickling cucumbers right here along this side. I think on this side there's still a cucumber here and there's tomato there. I think in this spot I'll plant some long beans of some kind. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and plant a few cucumbers here, and then I'm gonna call it for today. Alright, that's it. 7 little cucumber seeds stuck in the ground. I'm gonna water them. See, I still have 1 cucumber plant there and 1 over there that's still alive. They're just not doing great. So I left those, water and everything in, and that's it. Okay, in this back row, I'm gonna plant, well, all it has right now is that 1 tomato plant, the patty pan squash, and what I think is a zucchini, and then some strawberries. And so I have a bunch of, oops, I dropped one. A bunch of these. These are cowpeas that we grew a couple years ago. I'm gonna plant them, plant as many as I can, just all in the bed in between the few things that are growing. And I'm gonna water it in, and hopefully it rains today. It was supposed to rain last night. Today's actually Sunday, but I don't think it rains because everything is just as dry as it was. So, okay, cowpeas are planted. I planted them like in a zigzag on each side, trying to do opposite on the other side. I did them about 1 foot apart. It feels like a lot, but as with the other ones, I think that probably not all of them are going to germinate. These are only 2-year-old seeds, but it's just hard to get anything to germinate direct. So in these conditions, it's so hot and dry. But I'm gonna try to keep them watered, and we'll see what happens. I imagine if even most of them germinate, it'll it'll grow up and it'll kind of overflow, and this will be kind of a big mess of beans, or peas, but that's okay. I'm hoping some might grow up on this fence, so we'll see what happens. I wanted to show y'all the one other thing I found. This was that mystery cantaloupe that a friend had given me seeds from. And there was a cantaloupe she ate. I don't know where. I am betting that it was a hybrid. And so who knows what this will be like. But it's growing. So we'll see. I missed it yesterday. I thought I didn't have any. But there is one. I just don't know what it's going to be like. I finally went through my seeds and I decided which beans I'm going to on this row. I have these. I've never grown these before, but I'm going to plant these all on this half of this row, and I think I'm just going to put them, I don't know, it says, what does it say? It says plant spacing 6 inches apart. So that's what I'm going to do, which is about every empty square. So I'm just going to put them right in front and just go all the way down. Okay, those are all planted. I'll water them in. Have y'all ever had these before? They're little black beans inside. It says that it tolerates extreme heat, humidity. So it also says to soak them overnight, and I did not do that. So we're going to really pray that it rains this afternoon like it was supposed to, even though it doesn't look like it. Okay, trying again with the cantaloupe on this side by my hot peppers. This time it's the Hale's Best Jumbo. I put like 6 seeds in there. I'm gonna water them in and we'll see what happens. Okay, since I accidentally pulled up the spaghetti squash that was here, we're gonna try again. I think I'm gonna plant 2, one there, and then down here is where I had planted the cucumbers yesterday. So, okay, and then last thing, since only this one zucchini came up and my little squash died, I am going to try these Space Master bush type cucumbers. I'm gonna plant a bunch in here. I don't know about bush cucumbers. Do they actually stay a bush or do they make vines? I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna plant them all in here. And that'll be the last thing I'm planting today. Alright, that is it. I'm getting everything watered in. I hope y'all have a good week and just keep planting.